All right, well, let's try that. We tried that thing. All right, so there we go.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, it takes a second to go through. They're going to hear us in just a second.
It's September 4th, Labor Day. We're here again, episode 15. Nic's in studio. It was Louisville on the weekend.
We're all sober.
We've got heaps of energy. Everyone's sober, and we're going to have a good show.
Okay,
that's what you missed.
You're totally recapped now. We're ready to go.
All right, we're back.
We tried something new. It clearly didn't work.
Do the whole show like that.
Yeah.
Go right to the bar.
Yeah, perfect. Done. So, like we said, we're back. We got a good show ahead. Yeah, you guys missed all the good stuff earlier.
Yeah, we're going to chat about Louisville. We're going to chat the whole Pro-Am thing caused a bit of flack on the old interweb.
Yeah. We kind of put that out there a little bit. You actually had some people hating on it a little bit.
Oh, I didn't read that deep. I just read the first 10 or so, and everybody was hyped on it.
Everybody's pumped. There's a couple little haters jumping on, but it wouldn't be anything good if it wasn't for the haters.
I mean, when
we wouldn't be talking about it if there's no haters.
Maybe we'll put our Mark Post sunglasses on and block out the haters.
I got the speed dealers in the
car. Always got to block out the haters. We got Tory in studio. He's going to be coming in and hanging out with us.
Uncle Terry's here.
So it's always good to have the Canadian heartthrob here in the house to hang out with us.
He's amazing.
Something to look at, besides us.
Yeah. The Alise Post came.
Yeah.
All the way from upstairs.
All the way?
Yeah.
Wow. Heck of a drive.
Drove the lift down.
Then let's see, we got your typical stuff. We're going to stick some forks and stuff, maybe do some S-squared square-ups if you guys got anything good for us.
Could possibly be some rumors floating around.
Ooh, we got a new segment. We got Nic's X-Files.
TMZ Nic.
TMZ Nic's going to be
the latest,
dropping some bombs on us later, and then we'll open up the phone lines and let you guys call in and see if anybody wants to talk to us.
All right. Well,
let's get it going.
Let's get it flowing. So, I mean, I guess we started off with Friday, Louisville. That was your day. You dominated the bowling alley.
Hold on. Before we get into that, I actually have an exclusive video of the Friday racing that went down.
Oh, they did race?
Yeah, well, Elliot McGrath, he was coming to Louisville just for Friday. He got there, he rode the Supercross hill and did a little bit of practice before they ended up canceling stuff. So we got a video of his practice lap if you'd like to see that.
On.
All right, so this is Elliot hitting some practice lap out there in Louisville. So that was Elliot. He's hitting practice on Friday. He did the jump, landed in the pond, and they said, "Hey, man, practice is canceled. Call up Nic and go to the bowling alley."
Nic's at the bowling alley. He's got all the troops round up. He's got nachos, whatever you need.
Real question, did he get the full pay?
Yeah. He took all of it because you guys all ducked out.
$3,000.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what he got because it was a blank check, but we
don't know how much.
Your imagination.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. So, Friday, Nic, what went down in Louisville, man? We saw you on Instagram.
A whole ton of rain.
Me and Sam wanted to come out for bowling. We were bummed that we missed it. We were back here in Chula.
Yeah, it would have been a bit of a trek for a bowling tournament.
Yeah, well, we would have probably made the same money bowling as most of the pros did in Louisville.
Yeah.
Except for a few guys, so it would have actually been about the same for us.
I cashed out on Sunday, but that's a different story.
Yeah, what'd you make on Sunday?
$160.
Dang! Woo!
What'd you do on Sunday?
Pro Open.
Raced.
Oh, you raced? Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Straight to the main.
We need footage of that.
No, you don't. It was terrible. I was fast on the first straight, and then McLean was just hunting me down like a dog.
Oh, he raced as well?
Yeah.
Oh, overnight sensation.
He is. Came out of nowhere, jumped straight into the USA
he said
main
he
event.
Loved that. He loved the mud tracks, and he said he shit down the first straight.
Yeah,
he looked all right down the first straight.
Yeah, he went in the first. He went in the first turn in second, so couldn't have been that bad down the first straightaway.
First, almost got yours.
Rolled the dice in that last turn.
Yeah, I legit watching that main. I thought that dude was gonna get it. I was watching like, dang, all right, here we go. And the best thing is he came into this race, nobody knew who he was.
Famous overnight, I heard.
So yeah, that's the rumor on the street is he was
quotation marks.
Just walking around the streets of Louisville, everybody knew him instantly overnight.
Yeah. Hey, Josh McLean. A lot of hype.
Yeah.
I heard he owns Jim Beam now.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Busting
pink slips
now.
Yeah, pink slips.
Yeah.
We got the chat room firing off. How many people we got checking us out today? Look at that.
Are we up to 13 now?
Oh, we're up to 13 people watching in.
Don't flow in too quick. We don't want to clog the lines.
Here we go. How about everybody at home, including, we got through our guests in studio, we have about 100,000 social media followers in here. How about everybody share it? Nic, get on, share it. I'll get on, share it. Lauren's ignoring me. Everybody go on, share the show. She's still ignoring me. Yeah, we were just talking to you about you, Lauren. No big deal. Everybody go on and share it. That way we can get this show popping. Let everybody know that we're here.
All right. Well, I mean, that's pretty much the Friday wrap of Louisville. Not a lot happened. Got canned. So they're going to race Friday on Sunday in Reno. And they will be racing for sluggers. I got that goss from...
No.
Yep.
So they're going to be racing for sluggers.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, sluggers in
I'm
Reno.
a fan of Reno.
Sluggers in
Well, you've
Reno.
been doing it since you were in the womb, I think.
That's what I want that back.
You popped out of the womb, like, probably in Reno.
I was born in Reno.
Yeah, you might have been.
I was born
In
the Grand Sierra.
Here's my question, though. So being that Louisville Friday was supposed to be a Supercross payday, and now they're doing it in Reno, what's the pay going to be in Reno? Is it going to be the $3,000 Supercross pay and the higher entry fee?
Gmo's in the chat room.
Trent said something on Twitter.
Lunar Slugger Sunday in Reno.
Luna, Gmo, we want some confirmation from this guy. From this, are these guys and girls going to be racing for $3,000? Keep the entry fee higher for that $3,000, or are they going to be racing for a little bit less? Man, let us know.
And we had a good in-house topic as well. What the?
Excuse you.
This guy just walking across like he owns the place.
He's off the show.
He said,
Actually, he's on the show.
yeah, he was. We're live. You know we're live.
I know.
I took the cables.
He was just teasing the women.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could slow that down. You could have seen a flex or something.
You can rewind, I think, live. So if ladies want to rewind, Tori walked through at
Look at the bicep vein.
at around minute 7 of tonight's show. In Reno, are they gonna just let the people that signed up in Louisville race, or
Ooh, you shouldn't get to race the third day unless you're in.
Yeah, so basically that was actually a good topic we were talking about at breakfast the other day. We'll give that one credit to Sam's mom, Shaz. She brought that up, actually. So if you were signed up for Friday at Louisville, do you get a race? Only those guys get a race.
Ooh, wait, hold on, because I wasn't signed up for Friday.
So
when I actually went, I signed up on Friday, but they only let me sign up for Saturday because racing was already.
Okay, but you tried.
I was there though. Let's just say if you were there.
I would think we would let you in because you were trying to sign up.
Okay.
registration is open to all? Luna says.
Horse's ass.
USA BMX.
Horse's ass. I don't want to race Maris there on Sunday.
Maris ain't going to Reno.
But I think the point of it was like, hey, these guys, they committed to going to that race. And they should race because they committed to being there.
I'd like my hotel money back.
That was a little discussion, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Did they comment on what the pay is going to be though?
Oh yeah,
no mention of the pay yet.
No mention on the pay. They'll say they could take anybody's money, but they're not saying how much the pay is going to be.
Easy. I mean, look, give the man a chance to speak.
I am. Just giving him a hard time.
My
keeping him
joke
on
for
his
Saturday's racing was we were going to get done with racing and everybody was going to get paid $70.
70.
Perfect.
Signups for $200 instead of the $130. Everybody gets paid the $70 back. Win $1,070.
Perfect.
That was what I was thinking was going to happen. Just pull a fast one on us.
We can't do that because Nick wasn't in yet. Okay. What about the prize money?
Give him a chance, Sam. Give him a chance. Jeez.
All right. So that's Friday. So they're going to race Sunday in Reno for sluggers. Good chance Nick's bringing home a slugger.
Well, only if they do top 3.
Will you be fatigued by Sunday, or you be
No,
good?
but I'm 3-5 guy, so hopefully third place gets a slugger.
No, you got to win to get a slugger.
Yeah, they don't give sluggers to the.
Now the pressure's on.
Can we turn the camera down?
I wish we could. We've got Bear in her natural habitat just crawling across the floor.
Bear Reynolds on all 4s.
Does anybody else want to cruise by?
Yeah. Lauren is just crawling.
Feel free to just walk through the back. It's no big deal.
Tori does it. Entries in Reno will be cheaper.
Yet to be decided on purse.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. Hopefully they keep the $200 entry fee and let the guys race for a little bit more cash, since that was kind of the game plan through the beginning of the year.
At least the girls should get the big payout.
You should just give girls all the pay. Is that what you want?
Mm-hmm.
Just take away from the men, give it all to the ladies.
Oh yeah, and 2 sluggers to the girl that wins.
Yeah.
Double
I'm
sluggers.
going to need a little bit of pay if you want to have any fun in Vegas for your bachelor party.
Pay Nick. All right. Next, I guess we're going to bring on the Beast and talk about race day.
Yeah, should we
Seeing
play any of
as,
these? We got some videos here, the main events, thanks to our companions, bmxlive.tv.
I got to take this call, so you guys have a good talk.
We stole them from them, so let's. Should we watch the men's final, and then we'll watch the ladies and bring the Beast on?
Let's do it.
Perfect. All right, here we go. Elite Men, Louisville.
Gate coming down, men's elite. Here we go, downtown. White, Evans trying to find a way up front, looking for that whole shot award into the first turn. Here we go, it's all the Chase boys. On the top spot, the champ, got to be yours, .A. .A down the second straight, getting this one, rolling on, bringing it back through. McLean looking for that 2 spot. Here we go, coming in on that second turn. Got to be Evans sitting on the 3 right now. Corbin Sherrod moving up on the program. Coming in that last turn, McLean, yes, colors, oh! .A slams the door shut on it, bringing it back around. It's all .A out front, coming back to the line. .A, McLean, 1-2. I think...
There we go. All right.
Alrighty.
Elite men's race. We get to hear Alise the Beast Post in the house.
Hi.
Wave.
Hey. Hey.
So that was a pretty good little race there. That's Josh McLean from Melbourne originally in Australia. I think he lives in Brisbane now, but pretty quick young fella.
Yeah, I think it was cool to just watch like a new kid kind of that nobody really, at least in the U.S., nobody really knows who he is too much, kind of jump in there and make a little moving and shaking happen in that main event.
Yeah. No, that was good to see. It was good to see like someone like him, first time top 3 in the elite main, but he still went for the win. Like I thought that was pretty cool. He could have just followed the leader because he'd be happy with second, I'm sure. But
yeah,
seen an opportunity and almost would have got it. I think he said he kind of hit some mud there and that slowed him up. But
yeah, I was kind of wondering what happened there because he was like right there. Like watching the video, I thought he was going to take the win away. And how cool would have been like, I mean, cool regardless, but cool
Right.
for like a first time kid just making it in the main, going for the win and getting it.
taking the champ down the last turn.
Oh, pretty cool. But good on him for jumping in
He said
there.
there was like, yeah, I asked him after the race, and he was pretty cool about it. He wasn't
Yeah.
like, obviously he was pumped that he rode well,
For
but
sure.
he said that there was like a either dark spot or a mud spot that he kind of bogged in right going into that corner, and he was actually surprised he didn't get past
Yeah.
after that because
He got a
hit.
little bit of mud on the tires.
He got mud.
Yeah.
He didn't go on the grass though.
Kept it out the grass.
It looked like we had a handful of other top guys. We had your new world champ Corbin in there, just missing out the podium, but some international field, 2 GB guys jumping in the mix.
Yep.
With Kyle Evans, Trey White jumping in. So they kind of, I think it's kind of good for them to be racing a little bit more. You know what I mean? It looks like they're over here, and that's one thing. Like talking to Dale, he always complained like the GB guys, they need to race, they need to race, they need to race. They did Grand Junction. Now they're over here in Louisville. So
They're on the
hopefully just
honeymoon
getting-
tour after the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good to see some
I had dinner
different
with
riders.
those guys, and they were having a good time. They were
Yeah.
enjoying being over here. So they're on
Fantastic.
vacay in Miami now, I think, till Argentina.
Lucky.
Yep.
Just hanging out. Is
Yeah.
it a funded Miami trip?
I think so.
It's the way to do it. It's the way to do it. Good
What
work,
happened to
DB.
you, Nick? You were top 4 in the semi at one point.
Yeah, down the first straight until me and Dino hit the fucking ultimate mud bomb.
Ah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that
Then we spiraled out of control.
Who was the Brazilian fella that was going pretty quick and he
Anderson Souza.
Silva. So Anderson Silva.
Renato Silva.
Anderson Souza.
Renato Silva. Your team.
Renato's nephew.
Renato da Silva.
Is he the one that used to ride the
He's
red
too
line?
young to know who Renato Silva is. He doesn't even know.
I
Nick
know
would
who
know.
he is.
You would know. Nick would know. Yeah.
Who is did he used to ride the red line?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's always been quick.
That's the guy who cut him off.
Yeah, well he was pretty aggressive. But he was going pretty good. So,
Perfect.
Yeah, anyway.
Perfect. Anyway, should we jump into the elite women's class?
May as well.
So, how did it work? Did you guys have how many girls were there? Was this a total
ended up-
points?
Yeah, it was a total points in the end. We started with more as far as what they had told me, the ABA guy or USAB Next guys had told me. But I think by race day with the rain and stuff, we dropped back to 8. And we had a total points, 3 runs.
So, interesting fact before we get into that, me and Sam were talking. I think there might be a new elite woman on the gate next year.
Yes.
Yeah, there's some hint of a new elite woman that's looking at some of these races, seeing how she could jump in and take some prize money. So just watch out, Beast, because rumor has it on the street. We won't drop any names yet, but there might be a new elite woman jumping in the gate for some of the Supercross rounds next year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
so-
new?
Yeah, all new. Completely new, never done it before new. Seeing some openings when you only have like 8 or less women, there might be some openings to fill.
So we'll throw elite women on.
Let's check it out.
This is the last moto.
All right, gate is down with the ladies. I see a rainbow jersey, got the pop on this one. Going to take it downtown into turn number 1, looking for a whole shot award. We'll see what's going on with this one. Got to be Post. George going to go 1-2. A little cha-ching, extra $250 from Manson for the whole shot award. Alise Beast Post, the rainbow jersey out front. Danny George on the 2. The little Kiwi. Zoe Fleming sitting on the 3 spot as they're coming back around. Lauren Reynolds on the move with Rachel Jones. Ladies taking it upstairs down the 3rd straightaway. Make some noise in and out of that last turn, but it's all the Beast Alise Post coming back home. Post on the top spot, back to the line, she's gonna go. Pro Max, GW coming back to the line. George, Fleming, Reynolds, Jones, Hebert.
And that's another slugger for the collection, huh?
I did. I only added one though, so he wants me to go for another in Reno. So
We sent her there for 2.
So tell us a little bit about the whole weekend in general, like as far as Friday, you're going there, rain. Did they ask you like, hey, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to double up? Do you want to stay and run Sunday? Or was it just kind of like, hey, this is what it is. We're going to race Saturday. We're going to move it.
yeah, it was obviously a bit of a bummer. You go there to race 2 days on a big hill. Not what you expect when you get there, but out of everybody's control, obviously. And there's bigger problems in the world with the Hurricane Harvey, stuff going on. So we had the aftermath of that with all that rain, and it was raining nonstop from when I landed till Saturday morning.
So looking at the video, the track looked like it held up really well considering like how much rain you guys got there.
Yeah, we got there on Saturday, and there was like the tarps had blown off of the Supercross first straight, and there was like a trench on that side on the landing.
Oh, wow.
And there was just no way, and all the water ran off there across the amateur section, so that was like rutted up to the max from all the practices and stuff of the amateurs, but obviously a bit safer than landing a Supercross jump in the bog.
For sure.
And then they couldn't really do boards because it's too wide for them to have it be even or whatever. They didn't want boards peeling up, all that. So it was a little bit messy down the first straight, and then coming out of the first corner was actually pretty slick. Like, I know, like you had to kind of just hang on coming up to that one out of the first corner. And then from there, it wasn't too bad. There was little soft spots, but it wasn't too bad from there, the rest of the track. And it just got better and better every lap.
Yeah, like all things considered, with over 20 hours of rain, it was pretty impressive they were able to pull things off the way they did.
Yeah, and we were bummed. Like, we were definitely, because there was less riders than normal.
Was there any options for, hey, let's double up on Saturday and run 2 days? Do you want to stay and run Sunday? Or anything like that?
Well, they kind of approached us, or at least me, and kind of said, what do you think people want to do, or how could we, because it was just canceled from the start. There was no way we were doing anything Friday.
Yeah, no way.
So they were like, well, what do you want to talk to some of the people? Like, obviously they had their hands full with dealing with canceling the race and all the amateurs and sign-ups. So they're like, hey, just talk to them and see. We're debating what to do, because they wanted to try to make it work. But with it being a UCI event, they can't run 2 UCI events in one day.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So then I proposed just doing like a USA BMX round, but then they'd have to shorten up the days per se and run like single eliminations, etc. But at that time, they're like, we don't even know if we're going to be able to start racing tomorrow or finish racing tomorrow.
Sounds like it was just a logistical mess.
Yeah. So basically, all in all, and a lot of people had flights out early on Sunday, and they didn't want to, like, I guess, screw people over if that had come out and didn't get to race. But well, Nic preferred Reno. He was the only one person I called, and he said,
Reno!
Yeah, let's do Reno.
Well,
Let's do all the races in Reno.
Yeah.
Can we do Grands in Reno?
12-round series.
12-round series, we're going to Reno.
Yeah.
Biggest little city in America, you know?
So he
was
threw a
born in
spanner
the
in the
Grand
works.
Sierra.
Yeah, because everybody else was like, nah, let's do 2 races in one day. Let's do double points, whatever we can do to get them in, or if we have to change Sunday.
And Nick's like, I'll pay for your bowling if we do it in Reno, guys.
So going bowling, and then we're hitting the bar.
So, but before I'd even gotten back to them, they'd made their decision. Yeah. They posted up. They decided on Reno. They thought it was the most fair way of doing it. So
fair enough. It seemed like a bit of a mess, but they made a good job of it.
I was glad that they held up at least on not dropping the pay. We didn't go off the Supercross hill. Mm-hmm. So at least they still did that Supercross pay. Yeah. It wasn't our fault.
I think that's fair because you guys were ready to go off the hill if weather and track conditions don't allow it. So it's good. I
must say we were pretty hard on the new amateur first straight at Louisville last week, but watching that, it looked a lot better than last year since they made that second jump at tabletop and looked like it was a bit quicker than last year.
Yeah, because before it was a really deep double, right?
A bunch of deep, slow jumps. Yeah.
And how was it? So you can give us a little insight. How was that straightaway? I've never been on it.
Fine. I was manual in the first jump, but a lot of people weren't at the beginning because there's little soft spots and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of was like slick down the whole first straight. So it was kind of like choose when you get your pedals in, kind of, etc. But if it were hard, that would have been fine. It would have been a good track, jump in, jump out of there. It was good. It just stunk because you're sinking in probably this much.
Yeah, for sure. Those races are always rough.
Yeah. So we were going pretty slow. I was pumping the whole thing into the first turn, as you can see in that video. So I haven't done that in a while.
So what do you think, Coach? How'd she go?
She flogged him.
Yeah.
Flogged her, mate.
Yeah.
You've seen the video?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
And actually, it took until that
She
round.
would have won 2 sluggers for sure.
Did you do any kind of like in her program? Did you do any rain prep, like wet down the sprint spot and make her do some mud sprints?
We do all that.
It looked like she mud flat track turns too.
We're always putting mud on our tires.
This is high science training.
I ride through the mud and then I go on the track.
This is high science training around
It is
here.
very high
Things
science.
don't play around. So Sam heard there was going to be rain in Louisville. I saw him mudding up the backyard. Elise was sprinting back and forth. Mila was chasing her.
Yeah.
You guys should have seen it.
We were so confident we burnt the old sluggers to make a campfire before she left because we knew she was coming home with 2 more.
There you,
But I didn't.
But she didn't.
but she only got one.
So now we got to regroup and get ready for Reno.
Yeah. Pretty much.
yeah, that's it.
Yep.
That's
All right.
it.
But yeah, no, it was good. Like, so at the start, it was softer. Like I said, it got better. So even that third lap or final that you guys saw is like the girls stepped it up. We're jumping some of that stuff even at the end of the track. But it took till then for most of them to finally
start jumping
get
stuff.
through the stuff and actually start sending some stuff.
Did you
and
jump
running
every
around.
one of them?
I did. So I was pumped on that.
Yeah.
But it was, it was good. It just got better every lap for all the girls, and the racing got a little bit better throughout every lap. So
Cool.
it was good.
Cool. So now that we're getting towards the end of the year, and like how many wins you have, how's things looking for the title, things like that.
Yeah, so that was my 9th win, and they take 10 scores. So I have 9 wins and a second right now. So I'm pretty much solid,
Looking
at least
pretty
to
good.
go into the Grands competitive. I think I'm leading the points now, but obviously Brooke's coming back in the mix, Lauren's in there, and everybody will show up to race the Grands.
So now it's just about blocking the wins.
Well, I got to get a slugger or else I'm dead meat, so that's the goal. So I got to get hopefully one more win at least.
Coach, is she going to peak just for Sunday? You skipping Friday and Saturday, just Sunday
We'll
in
be
Reno?
flying in Saturday.
Flying in Saturday night, hit Sunday morning pro warm-up, go for the slugger and get out of there?
7:30 a.m. on the track, ready to go.
Perfect.
I'm calling Billy next week. We're getting a little inside scoop on track design, and then we'll be coming in late.
Yeah, fair enough. That's going to be good.
So.
People need more coaching like you. How do you come up with this stuff?
It's high science.
It is 100% high science.
Yeah.
I'm like Floyd Mayweather Sr.
Yeah?
I make the plan, Elise does it.
There you go.
They call me Alise Money Post.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard that one
I'm
yet.
just kidding.
I did hear you have a lot of money, though, so maybe that's why.
Sure. Right.
Sure.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, so it was a good weekend, but it'll be as we go into the final now. I think the points will start closing up because people will finish getting their scores in. So
Okay.
right now, all the points. I think it's just now starting to be where people are going to get their 10 scores in. So
Gotcha.
the points will even out a little bit, and we'll have a good little battle into the
Good little
grand.
showdown in Tulsa.
Yeah.
There you go. Anything else you want to add about the weekend?
No, it was good. It was fun. It was kind of, it was weird. We ended up, the whole pro class was basically at the bowling alley with Nick on Friday. And
Everybody asks what I'm doing.
yeah,
Yeah,
Nick,
it wasn't
Nick's
your
the-
fault at all.
Nick's the planner.
Party
you know?
planner,
I
Nick.
gotta see which Nick you get.
Yeah. And so that was fun. And we actually have Lauren Reynolds has a new career in bowling, I think.
Oh, yeah?
She was killing it.
BMX is done. She's going for bowling.
Yeah, so maybe interview her about her bowling career. 2 turkeys in 1 game.
She's still
Did you really?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the fans about that? I don't know if they heard you. Come on.
Hey, you got top 4. Dale said top 4 make a living.
Top 4 getting paid.
No, it was good.
Curacao? What about Curacao?
Curacao.
What's it called?
Curacao.
Curacao.
Carousel.
That's the accent, so you can just say whatever you want. Just know that's
Curacao.
my accent.
I want to go, but it's up to you whether you want to come on basically vacation or not in the Caribbean.
We're not going to Curacao.
So we got Reno 3 days.
We.
We
We.
got Reno 3 days, and then Curacao is still a pro race. And I think then there's just a few pro opens at like Bakersfield and stuff. But other than that, it's just the Grands.
Well, Bakersfield's a national.
For the
So
amateurs.
that would be, so it'd be pro open. Like
yeah,
just
so
a
we
regular
got
national.
pro open, but yeah, as far as pro points go, we just got Reno, Curacao, and then the Grands. So
Nick said he'll be in Bakersfield, so he'll be there going for the pro and
Well, I'm just
pro
thinking
open points.
ahead. I'm assuming that Reno's going to rain out, so we're going to push it to Bakersfield.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rain.
he's getting
Indoor
the
rain.
inside scoop on Bakersfield.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. So we had a lot of talk about Reno tracks in the chat room. You've probably been going to Reno since you were 6.
Is one of my first races.
What track? So they either do the M shape, the first turn sweeper, or the last turn sweeper.
I hate the first turn sweeper.
Yeah.
I'm not a first turn sweeper guy.
What design should we
What one do you like?
go for with old Brutal Bill.
Dollar bill?
Brutal Bill on the Bobcat.
Dollar bill?
I think the M.
The M.
Do the M?
Yeah.
Stick it with the M.
Yeah, we could do 2 lap like Ray-Bines. That's what I grew up on. That'd be good.
Half track.
Yeah.
I like the last turn sweeper. That's
How does
it.
the last turn sweep
Yeah,
work?
I haven't. What year was there?
Burner.
The
Oh, there it
first-
goes. Oh, where it goes little first straightaway and then loops around for the last turn.
No, that one's not.
But that's the one that you're talking about.
Yeah, so you come down, left-hander, right-hander, nice big old sweeper,
No, it's big.
and then bring it back in front of the fans.
Yeah, bring it back. Bring it back.
They've done some weird stuff in Reno though. Like they had that.
Yeah, there has been
that,
some weird
like,
stuff going down in
zigzag jump
Reno.
The one year.
Yeah, bring back the zigzag jump.
I remember.
Bring them all back.
There's lots of
Maybe
zigzags
they'll
in
do an
Reno.
S curve.
There's lots of zigzags in Reno, I think.
Yeah, interesting. Start them outside. Bring them in.
I always saw you do that. Start it in the back arena, and a long first straightaway through the tunnel.
Bring
and
them in
just
with
come
some
shooting
speed.
out.
Yeah,
firing.
Yeah, just
Fire
a
it.
massive jump.
Yeah, just
right
come out of the tube with a huge jump. Just jump straight in for the fans.
That'd be nice.
That would be epic.
Trying to do it pro jump.
Yeah.
I love when they try to do it pro jump. I was like 13 just trying to do
Yeah, it's not really a pro jump in Reno. It's like a big amateur jump.
like an expert jump.
It's like an intermediate thing that you have to jump. Yeah,
Drop them out of the stands.
yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Didn't they do that in Supercross at the Vegas one? They started them in the stands.
Yeah.
It's a little different out of a football stadium compared to the regular.
No, like
We need to create some
Sandpoint
space.
Stadium, Monster Supercross is about the
Livestock
same.
Arena.
Livestock Reno. You can put them up in the stands. Drop y'all in.
Bring a few Longhorns in. Put them on the track.
Yeah,
Reno livestock.
Yeah.
get her done.
Maybe we could win a Longhorn, like the ones that go.
No, you need a slugger.
Well,
Oh,
no,
for
Reno.
Friday and Saturday.
We're doing Louisville in
What about
Reno.
this?
Yeah,
If-
slugger.
If we want to somehow make it that the pros are worth the Supercross money, we can't bring a Supercross hill in, but start them outside, bring them in, nice little kicker, they launch over the regular hill, and it's on.
Put a long tube in, a 90, and they jump up the hill onto the amateur start hill and start their race.
Mhm.
Like a hip. Yeah.
USA BMX, do that, pay them the $3,000, call it a day.
You got to get the pros some speed.
Yeah, yeah.
It is hard to get speed in there, that little arena. Everybody's bundled up in there, so let's see.
Yeah, should
Gonna
be a good
tight.
one. Should
Gonna
be a good
tight.
one.
Robin's
Yeah.
racing.
Well, you got any more questions for us, Sam?
No.
All right. Well, Alise, congrats on another awesome win.
What do you say? Texas Longhorns.
That's T-Boner.
We got horns up.
Yeah.
Horns up for Reno.
There
okay.
we go.
All
Cool.
right.
Thank you. Have fun. I'm gonna go eat the guacamole.
Yeah, I'm jealous. Enjoy. Enjoy. All right. So,
Someone said start them in the stands, plenty of empty seats.
Reno's packed.
It'll be a packed
Reno's
house.
packed.
It's going to be a sellout.
To kind of switch things from a little bit of joking around to a little bit more serious, we wanted to chat with you guys a minute about what's going on in Houston at the moment, obviously with the hurricane that's going on, and how we as a BMX community can come together to kind of help some of our BMX family. I was approached by a little 6-year-old girl out at my track who she's a new BMXer. And she's been coming out and having a lot of fun, and she does Girl Scouts. And she wanted a way to help out some of the hurricane victims that have been going on in Texas and see what they could do to help. I reached out to my buddy Travis Postany at Rebel Run and said, hey man, I know you're in an area where people are getting affected and they're losing their homes and everything that they have. So what can we do to kind of help out? So we got a little video here that Travis put together. And then we just wanted to chat about it a little bit more, but we wanted to share this with you guys and see what we can do as a BMX community as a whole to kind of help raise some funds or some gift cards, as Travis is doing, to kind of help out some of not only our BMX family that's in the area, but just families in general. So let's check out this video that Travis put together, and then we'll chat about it a little more after that.
Hey guys, Travis Postony here with Rebel Run Sports Camp. As most of you know, we are located right outside of Houston, right where Hurricane Harvey came through. We were very blessed. We have no damage or anything like that. Unfortunately, that is not the case for hundreds and thousands of people in our community. We've been working tirelessly, going from house to house, doing what we can here. You can see this is just a fraction of what has happened. But we've had lots of calls and emails from our BMX family around the whole world wondering what they can do to help. So this idea actually came from a little girl out in Chula Vista BMX. My very good friend and track operator out there, Tyler Brown, contacted me. He said, this girl wants to help, she wants to donate, what can we do? So together we came up with a gift card drive. It's easy to get gift cards. They're easy to mail and get to where they need to go. So it's the perfect plan. We already have a lot of tracks that are on board, but what we want to do is send this invitation out to every track around the world, really. If your track wants to host a day or a week where they just...
All right, guys, so I don't know how long the video was playing. For some reason, it didn't show me how long it was looping. But like we were saying, we kind of set something up with Travis, and this kind of just happened. We were just saying, hey, what can we do with Chula Vista BMX? What can we do to help out? And then Travis had a great idea to kind of make this international all over. So I think it's a really cool thing that he's doing, and the guy is putting in work. You saw him out there on the streets. All that trash on the road, guys. He's going from house to house. They're ripping these houses apart from the inside, helping them dry out. He sent me videos of homes where he's on the second story cleaning out water from dresser drawers from houses that are being completely flooded. So this is a great opportunity. If you guys want to donate a gift card or something like that, you can send it directly to Travis at Rebel Run. And I know, Sam, you got a little something, right?
Yeah, I think we'll lead by example. So Cafe Willoughby, me and Tyler, we're going to go to Lowe's tomorrow and start with a $100 gift voucher. So it's that easy. Just go to Lowe's, Home Depot, anywhere, Target, Walmart,
Target,
whatever.
Walmart, anything where they can get just basic necessities that they need, because some of these families have literally lost everything. So whether it be stuff for their home or clothes or a simple toothbrush, things that we take for granted, some of these families are missing that out. So we want to lead by example. We'll throw in $100 to get the party started, and hopefully you guys can maybe find some whatever spare change, $5, whatever it is. Anything helps.
So where do they mail them to?
They'll mail everything directly to Rebel Run. So I'm sure you guys can check out on their website. Just Google Rebel Run BMX Camp. You'll be able to find that right there, and just send everything just to Travis at Rebel Run.
Yep.
So
pretty easy. So yeah, don't be shy. Help them out.
Yeah, definitely be cool to kind of help out and all that stuff. And yeah, so thank you guys for what you guys do. We appreciate the support. I know Travis will too, and more importantly, those families in Texas. I know they'll appreciate it a lot as well.
All right.
Serious stuff over.
Serious stuff over.
Kind of sweating.
Should we bring in the beautiful guy or Fitzwell?
Yeah, we can. Or we would talk about the Pro-Am. Where do we want to put it in?
I think the Pro-Am stuff's going to go on a little bit, so we might save that because I know everyone's itching to see Tory.
Everybody's itching. Well, he did the walkthrough. So we need to get Tory on here now, because otherwise our lady viewers are going to be leaving any minute now. They're like, where's Tory? Oh, they're going to watch Bachelor in Paradise? Unless Tory comes on, the girls are going to be turning into Bachelor. So let's get our Bachelor in Paradise. Get on here. Yeah.
Bring him on.
We have the Canadian heartthrob.
Thanks, guys.
The Canadian
back on the
beast.
show.
Tor.
Back on the show.
What's going on, my man?
What's going on, boys?
How are you?
Good.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
You do. You have fresh, clean shave today?
Fresh, clein shave. I look 3 years younger.
You knew you were going to be on the show, so you look like you're 12 now.
I know.
That's cool.
I shave for you guys. I look good.
So you're in town? What are you doing here?
I'm in town for the next week. We leave for Argentina on Monday for World Cup Finals, so one little tune-up with the lads before.
In the title chase?
In the title chase.
Where you sitting right now, Tor?
Sitting third behind Sylvan and Big Dave, just behind. So.
What's the points?
Dave Herman?
What's the points?
That's cool.
Bigger Dave. Bigger Dave. I think he's Sylvan's 25 ahead of me, and then Dave's only 5 ahead of me, and then Connor's right behind me, and Twan's right behind him. So we're all pretty close.
But it's $240 a win, and then
whoever does best there is going to win.
Because there's 2 days of racing as well.
Yeah, so it'll be exciting.
Nice, Tory. So you're looking for that first elite title?
Yeah, first big title. Yeah, it'd be cool. I'm excited to just be in the position. I didn't think I would be, so just to go there with a clear head and have some fun and go for it.
If you pull it off, we'll bring you back on.
Hell yeah, come back on the show.
Only if you pull it off, though. Otherwise, we're going to call the guy who wins the title.
But that's been a pretty good place for you. You won the time trial there, and were you on the podium there last year?
I have been a couple of years ago. Last year I got 5th, so it's a track I like and a place that I like going to.
Yeah.
And I always have fun there, so I'm looking forward to it. It's cool that it's a track we can really race, and it's not one of those ones where you're just trying to get around the track, you know?
Yeah.
So
I've actually never been to that one. That's kind of like when I stopped racing
Beautiful
Supercross.
city. Oh,
yeah.
Gorgeous.
It's a quick trip down there, too.
It's only like a quick 36 hours?
2 days,
Off the dog, go ahead.
about 4 airports, 5 airports.
Give them a rundown on what the travel actually takes to get there, because it's pretty insane. I've heard about this.
You have to go by horseback from Buenos Aires.
So from Vancouver here, it's 3 or 4 to Houston. Then you got to go 10 to Buenos Aires, and then that's where it gets tricky. That's like half the trip. So then you got to get your bags, take like an hour and a half shuttle to the domestic airport. Then you can either wait all day or wait till the early afternoon, fly to Tucumán and drive 3 more hours, or wait all day and fly right into Dalastero. So it's taking 2 days to get there regardless.
And correct me if I'm wrong, there is a supercross track right outside the airport in Buenos Aires, correct?
That's the best part. You literally, halfway through the trip, you drive past a perfectly good supercross.
Okay. And they just like, no, keep on going.
Don't worry, guys.
You're halfway there.
You're going across the country again.
That race is funny because I don't know if I told this story, but the first year they had it there in I didn't go for the first time I went was last year, so it's been there for
2013 was the first
13
year.
Yeah, so going on 5 years. But I remember the first year everyone come back and they're like, that's where it's at, Argentina. Fans are crazy, the stands are packed, and you gotta go. And I didn't go for a few years, and then I went last year, and we got to the race and they're like, it's crazy, wait till race day, fans pouring. And there's like, I mean, I don't want to discriminate, but I don't know how to put this. But these people are, they're coming off the streets with like they're not, these people aren't flying there for the race. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say how I need to say it. But.
Yeah, you kind of put yourself in a little pickle on that one.
More liquor.
Yeah.
And
So the locals are flying in.
They're random dogs everywhere.
Yeah, really nice people and stuff there.
The people are very welcoming. But
Yeah.
it's funny because there's stray dogs everywhere.
Like donkeys, it's
everywhere.
crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
There's burning garbage everywhere, but like once you get to the
Burning
track,
garbage?
the atmosphere is cool.
Yeah.
Like classic South America, it's cool.
He's going to hold on to it.
I gotta go feed the cat.
All right. Slide on in, Tor. This is the Tyler Tory show. He's just got way better now.
This is the T square.
Yeah.
TNT,
T
baby.
square.
Wrong drink.
TNT. So Argentina title talk. That's what's going on. Have you ever been in the title hunt like this before?
Never been. I don't think I've never been up for a title before. My bests were the World Cup overall. I think it's 4th in 2012 maybe. So yeah, I'm proud to even be in the shot for the title.
Yeah, you're one of the most aggressive guys, always going for it out there. What do you think it's going to take to make it happen? Because you know you're going to have some locals
For sure.
that are going to be dive bombing the turns.
I just hope I don't have Torres early rounds.
They're going to be, and it doesn't matter if you're leading and they're in second. They're going to be dive bombing
It's
just for the
irrelevant.
moto.
It's irrelevant.
Doesn't matter.
Those World Cups are like marathons. Those days are tough, and especially now with a single elimination, you can't afford too many mistakes. So it's going to be about consistent laps and really staying out of trouble for the most part. But then again, if you don't have a good day, it is 2 days. So Supercross, a lot can happen, right?
How do you like that format? Because that's been a big question a lot of people have asked is, what do you think of the format? Do you like racing 2 days? Is it better one? What do you think about it?
There's pros and cons to both. Definitely 2 days. I mean, 2 days is tiring, but especially 2 days at a World Cup with how grueling the schedule is and how just intense those days are. It's tough. It's really tough, mentally, physically, everything. I think just the plain fact that everyone travels from so far to go there and you get to have 2 cracks at it is cool.
Yeah.
Single elimination is interesting. After the first round, there is an LCQ, so if you botch the first round, you still have a chance. But really, I don't think it changes a ton. It's BMX. You still have to get in the gate and perform no matter what the format is. So,
Would you prefer more weekends with 1 day, or do you like the smaller condensed format where you're only traveling a couple times a year? I know that you're a guy that loves to live on the road. You're always traveling here, there, everywhere. So would you rather be going to new, cooler places, or do you kind of like just to race in and only a couple stops throughout the year and doing all it? Like, what is it? Only 3 stops this year?
Yeah, I'd almost rather have 1 per weekend and have more. I just think I think there's something to be said for going to a World Cup and getting a finish, and that's kind of like your finish at the World Cup. Now it's like, if you do well the first day or whatever, you still have the second day, and it's not really like an official finish for the World Cup weekend.
Feel like it's less prestigious, kind of?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I almost think like it also hurts attendance because people have a choice to go to 1 of 2 days instead of just 1 day now.
Yeah.
So I kind of noticed that in Papendal in those races. So, like I said, there's
Okay,
pros.
like the stands.
Yeah,
People
the stands. I think some people are like, oh, we go Saturday, we don't have to go Sunday, and vice versa.
Gotcha.
Whereas in the past, it was 1 day, so you kind of had to go 1 day if you wanted
Just
to watch.
waters it down a little bit?
Yeah, I think it waters it down a bit, but
Okay.
maybe there's pros and cons to both, yeah.
Yeah. You've been an OG on the Supercross tour. You've gone up pretty much all of them. What would you say has been your favorite stop you've ever been to?
Favorite stop I've been to in Supercross Tour? I like Argentina just because the atmosphere is really cool. I think anytime we go to South America, the atmosphere is awesome.
So that's the only one in
Fréjus,
South America,
France.
right?
Fréjus, France. Yeah, nowadays, yeah. But Fréjus, France is a cool one.
That was epic.
Yeah, I only went there once, 2009. I was just still junior, but
Okay.
awesome facility.
I did every year.
Amazing place.
I did an every year in Fréjus.
I wish they had it there.
And there's nothing like going to the south of France and like cruising down to Monaco for lunch.
Awesome.
Like on your day off.
Unreal. Like beautiful place and good atmosphere and stuff, and good after party. Yeah, like I miss going there.
Yeah, I actually never went to the after party. I just went to the race.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. Nick was 13 going to the after party there. No, I will agree though. That one is pretty.
That
cool.
one was really cool. And Copenhagen was cool too, just because the city was so used to bike riding and everything, and you could bike ride everywhere.
Yeah.
Atmosphere was
The one
cool
thing I
and
didn't like about that, it was always cold.
always cold and windy.
I did. I
Always cold
like
and windy.
Madrid.
That
Hey.
was downtown, yeah.
Sam, you need to get on here. We lost a bunch of viewers after your beautiful face left.
They're pissed.
Yeah.
Fucking main guy
we went
left.
way down. Like there's no Sam here. Get out of here. Get back on.
Had to go walk the dog.
Yeah. Fair enough. Are you even on the screen? Yeah. Feed the cat, walk the dog, do a little bit of it all. Cool. Well, we covered a whole range of things while you were gone. Mainly Supercross, bikes. Let's talk about your modeling career. Let's forget bikes. You're everywhere, man. You're topless on magazine covers. You're hanging out on Audis and inside Audis, out Audis, innies, Audis. You're doing it all.
Outers. Yeah, it's surprising since, like the prize money at BMX races is so good now. You're surprising that it's have to result to other factors. But there's just the kind of one-off things that people have asked me to do, and I've kind of been like, yeah, why not? Anything you can.
You want me to pose topless on the front of your magazine cover? Oh, I guess.
I thought you'd never ask.
I guess. As long as I wear my Lululemons.
As long as they can, give me an Audi.
Yeah. Did you get an Audi?
Did not get an Audi. Didn't even get to drive it.
Come on, that thing was sweet.
Didn't even get to drive it.
Yeah. All right.
So, you haven't been racing here in the US. Is it just you've been on break since the Worlds, or you just been knuckling down for this title?
I had a week off after the Worlds. I hurt my leg pretty bad and broke my finger, so I had to get.
How'd you do that? Oh, in your face plant.
Yeah, so my finger's okay now, but it's still not great. But quad, I had a really bad contusion, deep muscle bruise, so I couldn't walk great for a week. But
that was a rough crash.
It was a really bad crash. I'm lucky to walk away from that one for sure.
For those that didn't see it, that was what, semis or quarters?
Quarters, yeah.
Quarters coming out of the first turn. You got tangled up with another dude, and it was like putting a stick in your front brake. You just
totally.
Instantly went in face plant into the lip.
Didn't even see it coming. It just all of a sudden went over the bars, and glad to walk away. But took a week to recover from that, and then got back to training. And we actually had a couple of races in Canada. We had a UCI round, and then we had national champs last weekend.
You won the sleeve, huh?
Yeah, won the sleeve.
Cut the sleeve.
Won the sleeve. Total points.
Total points.
Total points. Yeah.
We discussed that race.
Yeah, we talked about that race a little bit. Yeah.
Showdown in Calgary.
Yeah, showdown in Calgary. The James Palmer, Alex Tugas, tonihgt show.
Yep.
Palm Dog Millionaire, get another dude.
It's kind of funny. We race each other. Well, not race each other, but practice against each other every day. Then we go there and do the same thing. It feels like another training day, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking about going to Louisville, but just because I raced 2 weekends in a row and was away for 10 days, I figured.
Dude, such a bummer you missed that one, bro.
Turns out I'm really bummed I missed that one. Would have been a good one to go
bowling.
Would have been a good one. I know Nick's pissed I wasn't there for our friend outing.
You wouldn't have gone anywhere. You don't do the fun stuff. You just asked me to do full laps with you.
Yeah, I know Nick's training with me, and I couldn't even go bowling with him. What a dick.
Denzel's in the chat room. He says, "Yo, T."
Oh dang, we
What's
got
up, Stein?
the whole if Jason's in there,
Hot
you got the whole
chocolate's
red
on
line
there.
crew.
Yeah.
I miss Brother D at the races.
Hi, Denzel.
Well, he's going to D.
Brother D.
Yeah. We get the Jackal back on. It'd just be a red line reunion in here.
So we get the Jackal and Jay Rich on here?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be good.
We've already done that.
That's what we get in the studio.
That's already been done.
Already been done.
All right.
Cool, man. Well, that's all the questions I have for you. So
Good luck.
Thanks, lads.
Slay them.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Thanks for coming down.
Hell of a program.
Go win the title so you can come back.
Well, duh.
Yeah. All right. Well, next up, we could either jump into some phone calls from your buddy, or we could talk about the Pro-Am stuff.
Let's get old Fitzy out the way, and then we'll put some time into the Pro-Ams.
Fair enough. So this is I'll play our boy's intro, and you get him queued up. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
All right, here we go. We got the Fitzwell intro. We got Nicky back in.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Boys, fucking boys, Nicky Long, Tyler Brown, foreskin, I hung your old there today, Sam Willoughby. Fucking hell, what a BMX week it's been. We have had races in Louieville, A flood in Louieville, 23-year-old pros retiring. The beautiful city of Santiago, Argentina gets ready to host BMX Supercross with Nighthawk Fields and the rest of them Van Ghent. They're going head to head for a few bucks and a trophy and a World Cup title. All right, let's start it off in Louisville. I can't say they all showed up, but a few did. And fuck me, did it piss down. The track was about as moist as your daughter at her first Bieber concert. So that put a halt to day one. Much to Nic Long's enjoyment, he rallied the troops and took them all to school at the bowling alley. Day two, the track was still sloppy and soft as a household toilet bowl after an undercooked turkey on Thanksgiving. USA BMX said, no big hill today, fellas. Step down 3 meters and check out this 5 meter heap of shit on the concrete. In the ladies, we lost a couple of entries in the rain, but 8 of them still duked it out for the cash. I wish I could say I seen what happened, but the race was more under wraps than the Secret Service scouting a Baghdad home base. From what I could gather, Post flogged them. We had minimal lift-off around the track from the ladies due to the moisture on the pitch. In the blokes, it was an international field. The Brits were in town, a Brazilian and a few lads from down under. Our man Nic Long flogged them at the bowling alley and put it on cruise control after his Friday victory. The title players Dorday, Fields and Sherrard were there for points. In the main event, Dorday jumped out to the lead and forced Fields and Sherrard to play catch-up, whilst the Frenchman thought he was home and hosed, and out of nowhere, the young buck from Ballarat said, "Step aside, you skinny Frenchman," as he tried to throw the old HRV hitman punt in the last turn. But, fuck me, I'm stuttering. But Dorday slammed the door like an angry wife and would prevail for the win. Fields and Sherrard will chalk Louisville up as a shitter of a weekend and move on to the triple header in Reno. Now, the headlines for the week around the BMX globe and all over social media: the van is in the workshop and is being rebuilt for a better 2018. We did have some bowel movement as she has continued to progress and continues to look through the telescope at 2020. The Herald Sun down in Melbourne reported that Beatty Turner has returned to Melbourne after becoming a self-proclaimed overnight pump track sensation. He now turns his focus to YouTube and Facebook for a few years. Alright, well that's a wrap on this week, fellas. You guys stay classy, and if you find a hoe, fucking give it a go. Tune in out, no doubt, fellas.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
Man, for never seeing this guy, he sure as shit stays tuned to everything that's going on. You know what I mean?
He's been in racing now for 18 weeks, I think, so he knows exactly what's going on.
He is up to date.
Yeah, we're at show 15, so he's been at about week 18. So this guy's deep into it. He brought up some good points, though.
He just reports on the headlines.
Number one, I think a big one, I got a bone to pick. The fact that the only way I could watch any pro racing last weekend was via Instagram Live.
Yeah.
From Justin McLean talking on the box.
Yeah.
The box Instagram. He's a happy guy.
Or whatever AA didn't make the main, decided to Instagram Live it from the sidelines.
Wouldn't have been me. I'd have been filming through the bottom of a Jack bottle, probably.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, because they get, like, Gmo gets good footage every week, so, I mean, he's in the chat room. Why can't we just put a little, hook your camera up to the old Facebook or something and go live for the mains?
They're selling it now.
What do you mean? They're selling what?
You have to buy I don't know what the website is, but there's a
And
subscription.
is it live every week
For
on that?
USA BMX?
Yeah, they advertised it before Grand Junction, but I never, I didn't buy it because I didn't know if it was going to be for every round or not.
Oh, so there's a...
yeah,
they didn't do very good at job advertising it. I didn't know about it.
Well, if it's for every round, I'd buy it, but...
Yeah, you do like a year subscription, or you could have done the race for like...
I wasn't gonna buy it to watch 3 people ghosty in Grand Junction.
But you can... I had no idea that you even had something like that.
Well, they pumped it up for Grand Junction, but then I never heard anything else, so...
Alright.
Not sure.
That's good to know. Interesting.
But, yeah, we definitely need a live feed of some sort.
Yeah, just something. Something better than, like, Justin's Instagram Live, which is great, which is cool. It's cool he's doing it, but there's got to be some way we can put some form of at least the elite mains on some kind of social media or something so people can watch.
Can we get like some sort of funding and you could I'll just send me out for the show.
Yeah, you just be.
I'll just do it instead.
Factory Cafe, Nick.
Miss the main on purpose. And
do the motos, maybe a semi.
I'll get the semi money, he's into fifth, and just film.
Yeah.
Can you announce? I
can announce the mic up to the camera. Dude, done deal.
Done. Looks like we might have solved it. Cafe Willoughby saved the day.
All right.
Speaking of that, we could he did a good little intro since we got Nick here into Nick's new segment, the Nick's X-Files.
Ooh, he did bring it up.
Yeah.
TMZ files.
Yeah, TMZ Nick over here. What was the scoop that old Fitzy was chatting about? You want to let us in?
There's just some word on the street. I read a little interview. I'll drop it. It was on BMX Australia's Facebook. And Bodie Turner says he might be hanging it up for a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
He apparently won. I mean, he won the pump track race, beat everybody with no chain on, and then overnight sensation said he was overnight famous. Everybody was wanting a piece of him, and I think he's hanging it up. He's going to do the 4 crankwork races a year.
Interesting.
But that's just word on the street. That's the rumor mill. So you heard it here first.
Interesting. So that might be a developing story. We're going to be able to talk about.
It's brewing.
Talk about more in the next couple weeks here.
I don't want to speculate, so we're just dropping the facts.
It's brewing like a Judy Bow.
Ooh, yeah.
We're just putting out what we know so far, huh?
We don't
want back there to focus on some local races and
exactly. Yeah, he's doing it for the kids. He's doing it for YouTube.
Interesting.
Overnight fame.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be a good one.
I'm interested to see what happens.
Yeah.
I remember my first pump track win.
I don't. I'm still waiting for it.
Yeah, I don't either. But anyway, so we'll be here every Monday and tune in and keep you updated.
So where were we on the show there? So we got Fitz. What do we want to chat about now, fellas?
Should we move on to? We brought up the Pro-Am deal of all these Pro-Ams and maybe doing a little amalgamation between Pro-Ams and Pro Series.
And neither, but I like the way it came out.
Yeah, sounds nice.
Flowed really easily. Yeah, and then just to bump the purse up a bit, so you put that up on
let's get some more questions on that.
So here's what we talked about last week. Sam had a pretty good idea of, hey, there's all these big money Pro-Ams. How about USA BMX? Throw in a little prize money and make it an official 4 points race, bringing more pros to these bigger events and kind of allowing USA BMX to maybe not stress about them. Say, hey, if you're doing a big money Pro-Am, it's for pro points. They're not going to have to go in and work on it, and it just kind of makes a bigger event out of it and brings some spotlights to some local areas that the Nationals aren't going to be going to. Kids are going to get to see the pros where they usually wouldn't get to, things like that. And it kind of started a good little debate on social media.
Yeah.
So
I'm interested to see what the negatives were. Like, what kind of negative was anybody saying?
We saw one that was jumping in going, hey, if they have, whatever it was, if they have $10,000 to put towards a pro purse, what's the ROI on that? How about instead you spend it on grassroots program, getting rental bikes, advertising for the local track, doing things like that. I think that was the big one is spend money that way instead of spending money towards a big pro purse.
But the point is that money was already there for the pro purse. It's not like you're grabbing extra money or anything.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was saying like you have to spend this money this way or this way. These tracks already decided for their local program, hey, I feel it is in our best program to sponsor this. We want to bring these pros in here, show our local kids what it is, get our local kids hyped up on BMX, and do that. So I think that was kind of the point of what we were saying.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see it as a negative. I see no negative to it. That there's already, like say Roseville the other week, they're already doing that Pro-Am Tangents, doing all that great work. They're bringing the pros there anyway. USA BMX says, hey, this is awesome. We're going to chuck in whatever our normal purse is as well. So now there's 15 grand up, and we're still going to just run the race as normal. There's going to be some pro points on the line. Amateurs can jump in as well.
But it won't be a UCI race. It'll be a USA BMX race.
And now, race without gloves.
Do whatever you want. And now all of a sudden there's, Olympic medalists there. There's all these people at the state race. Like, how is that a negative? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm really only seeing positives to it. It's one of those things that who knows will ever happen. But I think it's one of those things that could be a pretty cool idea. And talking about it over the weekend, me and Sam brought this up. One thing that I always thought would be cool in that same kind of realm of ideas putting out there, I always thought it'd be a really cool idea for USA BMX to do profit sharing with the pros. And what I mean by that is if USA BMX went to the pros next year, and who knows what the percentage is or what the exact numbers are going to be, but if they went to them and they said, hey, we're going to give you, the pro class, 10% of the amateur entry fees for your events. And then it kind of turns into like a pay-per-view fight.
Yeah. And they could even do that with like what we're saying with the live feed even. If they run a live feed every weekend and they charge $2 for it and maybe 10% of it goes to the pros. So all of a sudden, like you were, I'm sure, going to say, the pros are hyping up the live feed, they're hyping up the race. Because everyone's getting a piece of the pie. Obviously, USA BMX is still getting the biggest chunk of the pie because they're the ones doing the work and they're the business behind it. But it's kind of a bit more of a amalgamation.
But instantly you have all these pros who are pretty big over social media and put a lot of work into building their image across that, and now they're hyping up an event. Hey, everybody, make sure to come to Oldsmar. You got to be at this race. It's going to be super cool. We're going to be giving out the Chase Boys. We're going to give out a Chase bicycle to whoever's in Oldsmar. You know, Nick's going to be hyping up everything. Is like all these pros are instantly going to be hyping up these events, and and the pros know, hey, everybody that comes through the door, I'm going to get $3 more towards my pro purse or whatever it may be. So instantly USA BMX is doing less work, pros are doing more, pros are going to get paid more, there's going to be more money rolling to the pro class, but ultimately USA BMX is going to get more money too, because those guys are looking, hey, we're going to go to 5 nationals this year, little Timmy, which ones do you want to go to? And the kid's like, oh, well, I want to go to this one because the pros are going to be there. You know, so if the pros get 100 more people to show up, USA BMX is probably going to be making about the same, whether they give a percentage or not, and the pros, you guys are going to be racing for more cash.
I don't see any negative in that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we never say where we're going. You know, when we do our social media posts, we end up doing a post like, "Oh, here's a photo from Louisville."
Yeah.
You never say like, "Come check it out." Come, you know, come watch us at this race. You know, we never try to get somebody to a race. We get to the race, we race, and we leave.
But now imagine if you know that every extra person, you're going to have potential to make more money from that. Hey guys, make sure to swing by. We're going to be doing autographs at the Haro tent, or we're going to do a giveaway, or we're going to do this. We want to make sure that you're there at this event. The events get bigger, the pros get paid more. You guys are in trade doing a little more work for it, but not only are you going to reap the benefits, but so is the USA BMX and the Nationals as well.
No, exactly.
And that'd still be pro-ams, so people are asking like, are you changing the pro-ams to just pros only? But amateurs can still race in it. And then someone asked, well, how would that work for the points? Like, it's simple. They're racing, but they're not up for points. So if an amateur gets 5th, well, no one got 5th points today.
Well, remember a few years ago, UCI races would allow amateurs and A pros to race elite men.
That's how when I started.
Yeah, that's how you did. You raced.
I won a World Cup as an amateur.
You raced 1927X. You could race it one day as amateur, and then you could race elite men the next day if you wanted to. I think the profit sharing thing is kind of more focused on the national series, whereas where the pro-am is kind of 2 different subjects there. But I think, heck yeah, let those amateurs continue to race it. I know when I was an amateur, I would have paid. If you would have said, hey, here's $100 to jump in the gate with Ali A, and well, no, we're going to charge you $100 to jump in the gate with Ali A and Stumpy and Levesque and those guys. I'm like, here's $200.
I mean, that's
heck yeah.
Like I said, that's what I did. You know, I was amateur racing the ABA stuff, and then paying my way or paying all the entry fees, everything to race. You know, you and those guys. When I first started, I feel like I wouldn't be here where I'm at if I wouldn't have got that opportunity as an amateur.
Yeah.
If I was to just have to race only amateur and then try to jump into elite as elite, I wouldn't have, I probably wouldn't have had sponsors.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been as good.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
George said, well, they did the 20K purse last year and no one showed up. And that, I mean,
where at?
All the Supercross races.
Supercross
and
races.
Like as devil's advocate, it's a good point. I mean, the pros kind of screwed themselves, especially in the women's class. Like, they had $10,000 up for the women at all them races last year.
For sure.
Some races, 8 girls showed up. Like, you can't. So, like, there's 2 sides to it. I mean, the pros can complain all they want, but they didn't show up. Like,
I would agree with that. On the other side, I think it was a really hard. It was probably bad timing year for them to do that. I think if they would have done that this year, regardless, I agree with you. The pros should have been there. And I'll say that whether it be a Supercross race or a Pro-Am where they brought in 10 grand or whatever, the pros need to go and support those events. I will agree with that hands down. My only thing is maybe that they didn't show up.
What's the timing though? Like, to me, there's never a bad time to race for 20 grand.
I agree. I agree. Well, what about a guy like Tory? You had a pretty big Olympic.
He didn't show up.
You had a pretty big Olympic goal last. Slide back over here, Tory. Let's get you on here.
Bring him in.
So you had a pretty big goal of being in the Olympics last time around.
Yes.
Would that Olympic carrot hold you back from going to some of the North American Supercross races last year? Because you didn't go to all those, did you?
Last year, couple, yeah.
But did you go to all of them?
No, I didn't go to all of them.
Okay, why would you skip ones with massive purses like that?
Let's think. Which ones did I skip? Well, I put him on the spot. Let me think.
Because he gets paid from his country.
I think I skipped a couple just because it was the Olympic year, and I thought, okay, the other years I have opportunity to do that, but because it's this year, I'm going to do everything I can just for the Olympics. I think that's for the 6 months leading in. That's kind of was my thinking. And after I thought, okay, then screw it. I'll just do them all and do my best to make money. That's my thinking.
Okay, fair enough. That's what we wanted to hear.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll beat it now.
Thanks. No, you can walk through whenever you want, though. Feel free to walk through. I think that was probably a lot of the guys' thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, and I think
which is the problem to start with. Like guys should be, if there's people want to get paid. There's 20. I don't get it. 20 grand on the line, and this is what you do to race.
Yeah.
But. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not arguing that point.
No, I know.
I'm just throwing a side at it as I think a lot of these guys are making probably good money from their countries and good bonuses, and they kind of had that as a goal. And probably their countries are putting a lot of pressure on them too. Like, hey, we're paying you a lot of money. You need to be ready for the Olympics. That's your main focus. So we're going to pay you a heck of a lot more than your $7,000 if you were to win. You need to be ready to go for the Olympics. So that's the only thing that I could think of.
Cool. Well,
what's up?
My argument would be, well, this is what I need to do to get ready for the Olympics because they're the best guys and. There's a lot of pressure going down there because we're racing for big money. So I'm training all aspects of my game by going there.
Yeah, and I'm not arguing that for sure. Yeah. I'm just kind of throwing in some side of it that I think this is why maybe some of those guys weren't. It definitely hurt things in the long run. But let's look at ways that we can rebuild that instead of mistakes that made in the past. Yeah. You know, we can continue to kind of talk about mistakes that everybody's made. Pros didn't show up at some. Sanction maybe did some things that maybe everybody doesn't agree with back and forth. But I think our point is, hey, what can we do to build that up in a positive way and get USA BMX more out of the pros being there and the pros making a little bit more cash while they're there? Yeah.
I think, like you said, the whole profit sharing thing with the live feed and with the on the day sort of fans. I think the live feed part would probably bring more money into both ends because I mean we can tweet about it and whatever all we want, but.
Yeah, we can tweet.
The truth.
A lot of people tweet. A lot of people tweet nowadays.
MySpace it, do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, Nick can send as many MySpace messages out as he wants. But
I'm only reaching. I think you're only have 5,000 friends. So
he's only reaching the same people. Like no one from Louisville is coming. No. You know, like
for sure.
So.
Only in Bueno. What was it?
I think
Santiago?
Yeah. I think we're talking about
donkeys, cats, dogs,
all of them.
Yeah. Seats are filled, no doubt.
I think we're talking more about like just people kind of picking and choosing which race to go to, and if they know that the pros are going to be there, hey, maybe I'll go here instead of here, just because they're doing that.
And maybe pros would be more willing as well. Like I know there's always around the time of the grands and stuff. There's always you get the messages, hey, can you come in early and go see this school or something? And people are like, nah.
I don't need to. Why?
Yeah. But if it meant that 30 kids were going to buy a ticket to the Pro Spectacular that night because they're going there. Maybe a pro would have a little bit more incentive because they know that that's going into the purse.
Yep, 100%. And now you have pros not having an issue to fly in a day early to do press day for the local news, to do stuff with some of the local schools, whatever it may be, because these pros know that, hey, I got a good shot of getting, 10% of my people who watch this are going to show up to the race. And, then, a lot can spark from that. With that being said, though, there's no ticket sales, so you'd have to figure out a way because if you go to a local school and little Johnny just shows up and watches, you're not going to get any more of that.
Right, but even if you're selling to little Johnny, like, hey, jump on the app, it's $2, watch the racing.
And that's where I think it'd be a great thing. Like, hey, you want to check this out? You know what I mean?
And $1 of that's going into the purse or something, you know?
100%.
All of a sudden you get 5,000 viewers and it's extra $5,000 for the purse and an extra $5,000 in USA BMX pocket. And
it's a win-win for everybody. Yeah. Everybody's making a little bit more money across the board, though. And then instantly you have a good partnership that's working together.
Yeah.
It would be, that would be a good thing. We never worked together with the ABA, or USA BMX. We're always separate entities, and we're always bitching, and they're always making, whatever rules, and we just have to follow them. So we never seem to work together.
Well, the Mosquito's in the chat room, and he basically says, y'all need to shut up, because in South America, the pro gets $100 if he wins. I think that's what he's saying from what I
down there.
South America, no money for pro, one place, $100.
Yeah, but you know
And
what?
those are my least favorite people to race. No offense, they're just way better than me.
But it's one of those things that it doesn't matter. It's all circumstantial because you moved here. The money is here. The racing series is here. So, and whether that be whatever, I'm sure I could go to Australia and there's something over there. I could be a kangaroo helper. I'm not going to make any money here in America doing that, but I got a lot more.
Good San Diego Zoo.
But I got a lot more opportunity in Australia.
Now they're all wild. No one do whatever you want.
Nobody regulates
I
this.
saw them in the zoo. There's plenty of those guys running around.
People punching them in the wild.
Yeah. They're kicking people right in the neck. Yeah, all right, cool. So that's kind of more stuff on the Pro-Am. And I think if we just collectively come together, who knows, something might happen. But regardless, the guys are doing some really cool stuff with the Tangent Pro-Ams and the big money Pro-Ams that they're doing all over the country like they did in Wisconsin. And more of it, the better, because it's a great thing.
For sure.
And the pros need to go to those races and support them.
Yeah.
End of story.
And I agree with George. He said, do the pros collectively get together and request a meeting with USA BMX? And no, that's never happened.
No, we always talked about it,
they tried,
but
though.
we never
And it
well,
needs-
we did, and
But it needs to be
Nashville,
like
you were the only one who could talk good English.
It needs to be a professional,
It does.
civil
It needs to be a
meeting.
sit-down.
And the pros need to get off their asses and say, hey, we're all going to book a ticket. We're going to fly to Phoenix.
100%.
We're
Like
going
a
to sit.
summit meeting,
Yeah,
like how
yeah.
they do at the track.
We're going to sit down behind closed doors with John and BA and whatever, and we're going to have a collective conversation, and we're going to put ideas and bounce ideas back and forward. You can't just sit back in your house and be like, hey, BA, we want like 10 more grand. What do you reckon?
The pros, you're exactly right. The pros need to not be afraid to roll up their sleeves and do a little bit more work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
If they want to get paid more, they have to not be afraid to do a little bit more work. Because at the end of the day, the pros need more money, yeah, but some of those guys still do pretty dang well for themselves. So they have to not be afraid to do a little something extra.
I think what makes us afraid sometimes, just because I talked about this with one of the, I don't know if it's just a social media, but BMX Action, they had asked me why. I mean, what do I think about there only being one sanction? It's hard, for a collective group of anybody to sit down when there's only one sanction because they can just say no. What are we going to do? We don't have another option to go somewhere else like we used to.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
what if we did that meeting? They were like, no, we don't like that.
But I don't think they. I mean, they could. They're in.
Yeah,
they have the rights.
I think that's what makes us afraid.
But that's.
I think that's
you
a bad
can say that for anything. It's like.
Fair.
I mean, I don't know. What if the roof falls down right now?
Yeah.
You can go outside.
Yeah, we'd have to go outside.
We don't have another excuse for only being one section.
We could take the show outside.
Let's do it.
No, I think though just not trying is not a valid excuse.
No, I agree. Not trying isn't, but being afraid is something.
TJ says that because y'all are pussies.
Yeah. we don't got Sam anymore. He's the only one who can speak well enough.
All right. Well,
moving along.
We could stick a fork in that talk, at least for tonight anyway. I think that was a pretty good little banter back and forth. Should we bring in some forks? Do we have some stuff to stick some forks in?
We got some forks.
Barry, you want to hand those over?
What do we got to put forks in tonight? We got
We
nothing.
got a good list. Anybody in the in-studio audience got any good ideas for forks in it?
Forks in it.
Team photos of the races.
Team photos of the races.
Now team do a big team photo. Stick a fucking fork.
Tori says stick a fork in team photos.
Practice, kids.
Tori put up like team photos as in like
oh my god
like team
You know, the
sheets
entire
or like
team
on national teams.
like national team photos.
Oh,
Stick a fucking fork.
I actually hold on. I got something that this just reminded me of. This as a team photo.
Like a tracksuit photo.
Can we bring Elise back on, please? Elise, get back in here real quick.
Bring me in to make fun of me?
No, actually not making fun of you at all. You guys can look at this. I got a photo right here. It says, good day at the Derby City Nationals. He came away with a 4th place and helped the Ride Bike Shop team secure another win in the bike shop category, and even had time to go out of my way to take a pic with a fan and fellow world champion. So how excited were you?
So you were the fan?
So you were able to meet Corey Cochran.
I got a story from the weekend too. I need to bring up.
How great was it to meet Corey Cochran? Elise is obviously a huge fan. She told him right here, and she took a fan photo with him.
I did. I said, I see a W1 on your plate. Can I get a photo?
Oh, you actually did?
Did you really do that? Okay.
Put a fork in Elise. Liars.
But how was it meeting him? I mean, he's world champion. He clearly got the big W1. What was it like?
Yeah.
Was it amazing?
It was. It was just like we connected.
Did you let him sign your rainbow jersey?
It was muddy, so I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's a
but
black pin on the black stripe.
yeah,
so
it didn't.
it's hard to
Yeah, it
see.
didn't work. So, but he said if I wanted to get him to sign my plate, he could do that.
He would sign your plate?
Yeah.
But he probably didn't have a marker with him because
No,
so many people
I
asked
said,
him.
I don't have a marker. He
Just
said,
try
well,
it
I
out.
can't do it then. I can't do it.
Did you bring your $10 to pay him for the autograph anyway? I heard he charges $10.
No.
All right. Well,
So, I was lucky. That's why I was so lucky to get the photo.
that was Mark just running by with his phone and just snagged a photo? Oh, okay. All right, cool. That's all I wanted to bring you in about. I just want to ask.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was our Corey Cochran.
Yeah.
It was an honor to share a photo with
Wow.
a fellow W1.
Dang.
Thanks, Cochran.
Yeah. Well, that was
Maybe
that was
you can do it one
that was
day.
lucky. I hope to meet him.
Yeah.
World champ, man. Hopefully we get to meet one day. I really want your autograph, bro. So, yeah.
He's got a good one from the weekend, though.
Here's his.
I agree.
Here's him and his dad's World 1 jerseys.
Yeah.
I agree with Postani. Put a fork in BMX saying factory.
Fair enough.
I agree.
I will agree with that one.
Factory.
Everybody's
factory.
At least you got
factory
more.
rider.
Come back on. At least if you got
Factory.
more.
No, I think you need to retouch on the rainbow stripe number plate thing.
I think it's great. I think all the
Again.
amateurs should have it. It's very reasonable.
Because
Just for fun.
I don't think even our good friend Fritz, they say if they pay their money to race the world, they should get the rainbow.
I don't think
That's
I
not
have.
what it's. That's like.
Explain to people
Okay.
what the rainbow is. That it's not even an amateur thing. Just explain.
All right, that's like
what
me
it is.
saying, all right, I'm going to go in the backyard. I beat Tyler up. I need a belt. I beat him up. I'm a fighter.
I'm a fighter. Give me a belt. At least give me a
Who's next,
belt.
Mayweather?
Who's next?
Give me a
maybe,
belt.
yeah. Pay-per-view.
But like the rainbows is like a UCI thing, which isn't even amateur, correct?
The
Like, I
the
don't think they
rainbow
play.
the rainbow is strictly for the elite categories from the UCI. That's
Yeah.
what it was given out from.
So there's no such thing as rainbow in amateur, correct?
No, you get a
No,
W.
you get
It's a
Trophy.
Fugazi. It's a
So I
Fugazi.
don't,
Yeah.
That's fucking real.
It is no matter.
I don't get a W because that's an amateur thing.
Yeah, no,
You
you
don't get a.
yeah you get a
I
W.
get a W.
You don't have to run on your plate
On
like
World
amateurs do.
I think you technically do.
But like I don't have that on
No.
my.
You just run one.
It's like 1 for
You
me.
used to have to.
I think in BMX
Well, like
racing,
I don't get a nag plate.
that one is the only thing.
No, Elise can't get a nag plate. You get a
which is
national plate.
devastating.
Are you shitting me?
You want another
You
nag
can't
plate.
get a top
Well, here's
jacket
hey,
anymore?
all right,
Elise only got 47 nag plates as an amateur. She wants some pro nags.
all right. Well,
I'm still pissed about it.
here's the deal. If you should get a rainbow, if Elise got a rainbow jersey when she won, why didn't they get handed one? Because they don't get rainbows.
Boom. Okay, there it is.
They got given a plate and a trophy.
Yeah.
They consider the rainbows participation awards on these teams, like for paying to enter.
Participation awards are
That's the
stupid.
dumbest
Oh,
thing I've ever heard.
I'll fork a participation award right now.
Is Fritz on there?
There were 2 kids in Louisville with time trial world championships.
There was.
With time trial
Those
jerseys.
were weird, though. They were like British ones.
There were no time trials
They're
there.
also online. I asked the kid. I said, "Where'd you
I
get
think it was
that?"
just kind of like how they could have bought like our USA
okay.
jerseys because it was something. It was like it had the Sky logo on the back, like the British. sponsor.
So maybe
I
that.
think.
I think it was just something they could buy,
Okay.
but it was definitely a time trial one.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It had the clock and stuff on
Yeah.
it. Did it say BMX or anything?
Yeah.
It said BMX. Oh, okay. I was gonna say it might be like a Tour de France thing, like if there was a British. Okay.
I didn't look that close. I just saw him sitting on the fence.
He said, "I found it on the internet."
Got it on eBay. All right, do we
Anyway,
have any other forks in it?
We did. The
Yeah.
kid, this Australian kid, messaged me a few. I
I got my fork ready. I got my fork ready.
20 mil axles.
I like them. I don't have a problem with them.
It's fine.
What about 15 minutes?
Oh,
These guys might want to fork it. These guys right here might want to fork the
Answer
20
wants
mil
to
axle.
fork
The answer wants to fork the 20 mil axle.
Isn't
Personally, I
the
don't
20 mil and the 20 mils? Oh, the front one.
Front and back.
You can run them front and
That
back.
is 15 minutes.
No,
Yeah, you could run
I used
them
to
in-
run both.
You can.
I only run in the
My
front.
DK can take 15, 10,
You can
20.
take the big one, huh?
I can take it all. Yeah. It can. It can take it all. All right, what do you got?
Decimal gears.
I'm not forking a decimal gear. I have a decimal gear on my bike.
I ran them until Box told me not to.
I love you, George. It was great marketing, but
There's plenty of times I've gone up a 0.2 and I've been pulling because of that extra 0.2. So I'm gonna keep my decimal gear on.
Fuck you guys. But you can just do it with other ratios.
That's a pain in the butt. Why would I go to some weird thing, get a new chain, change my cog when I could just go to a 44.2 and be done with it?
Yeah, you gotta get them on the back too, like tornado.
Yeah, I would agree, George. You need to make some decimals on the back so I can
16.3.
So I can go dead center right in the middle if I need to. These guys might not like it.
Hey, a back decimal would make sense because the tooth in the back is a bigger gap than in the front.
Yeah. I can tell a difference between a 44.
So he's taking his fork back is what he's saying.
I can tell the difference between a 44 and a 44.2. That's all I'm saying. I can feel it. So I'll keep it.
When I ran it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever try it?
No.
Yeah. How are you hating on something you never tried?
When it used to rain, my bike felt heavier too.
So,
because you put comp 3s on. That's why.
All right.
I remember that moto.
Put a fork in rain racing. So
you won 20 races, and then you put on comp 3s and got 9th. So yeah, your bike was heavier.
George said he could make back decimals, but it would make people go crazy.
Yeah.
It would. BMX dads.
I ran a 43.8 and a 16.7.
They'd be on suicide watch.
Yeah, fair enough.
Trying to figure out all the ratios.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
What else you got on that list? Anything else good ones?
What else do we have?
You guys got any ones in the chat room? Chat room's going off tonight. What else you guys
Doing
got?
sprints on rollers. Yeah, fork that.
Just do sprints on the road. The roller crap's stupid.
If you're gonna, I mean, Tory does it all the time.
I don't put a fork in it. I do them. I do them in the gym.
On the roll, like sitting down?
I don't do them as like a sprint
like sitting
session.
down on your roller?
I stand up. But
How do you stand up?
I do like something
That's
heavy.
impressive.
I do something heavy on rollers, and then at the gym at the center, they have like a stand. You have to have somebody hold it too.
I'm all for it if you're standing up, but if you're sitting down,
sitting down, yeah, trash that.
Yeah.
Throw your bike away, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong sport.
Tory loves it though.
Okay, so sitting down roller sprints, fork that.
All right. Come on.
Wearing compression leggings under race pants.
Oh yeah,
I've done
something we've all done, and we can all fork.
But I even done it kind of this year, but only because it was cold.
I think everybody in here at one
for
point,
speed.
except for probably you, we ran compression
Christ.
pants, knee shins, and shorts.
Yeah, I was so compressed I had no blood flow.
We're a bunch of
I'm not even
idiots.
friends with you guys.
We're a
I'm
bunch of
like,
idiots.
You guys are stupid, man.
It's all right. We weren't friends with you because you were still amateur. We're like, who's that kid? Yeah, but
So in 2017, we'll fork the compression.
2017, yeah. Probably
End of
looking
an
back
era.
on it,
Can we
we
say
should.
an end of an era?
End of an era. We should have forked it back then too.
I
but
think we
didn't.
forked it when Maris was in here and we brought up his under the shorts with
Yeah, we did.
which
He still wears those camo ones.
no, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Not the long ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Not when
all
he's
the way.
racing,
Maybe
though.
not full length.
Not when he's racing.
Okay.
Definitely 3/4 though.
Fork Pro Cruiser. Yeah, it's already been forked.
Yeah, it was
Heck no, bring it back. That was my ATM. I made a lot of cash from Pro Cruiser. I'll be back on it now. Bring back the.
All right. I think that's our fork in it for
All
this
right,
week.
we'll put a fork in the forks in it. All right.
Tory, I think you had you texted me a few weeks back. You got a square up.
You're back in. I gotta pee.
I don't think I should do that one.
No? Okay.
Soft.
You don't think it'll... Why?
I don't. For one, it's not like super relevant, and come to think of it, I don't think it'd be that. It wouldn't be like that funny.
Okay. Well,
We had somebody call in and say they wanted to square up a berry.
I was talking to Barry today about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me a good one to talk about too.
All right. What did he? Oh, Barry actually wanted
Yeah, he
a
gave me-
square up a berry.
Yeah, I asked him,
Oh,
what
heck
should
yeah.
we do?
And what did he say?
He said, let's read this because I don't want to.
You don't want to mess
I don't
it
want
up.
to get it wrong because it was pretty damn funny.
So it looks like we're gonna do a square up on Barry.
We're doing Barry Nobles, and he says, not having to be a champion to live the dream.
Okay.
not having to be a champion.
Or he says, I like to market to 99% of the kids you will never be a champion.
Oh, so him marketing that to the kids.
How he's making money by,
All right.
dare I say, being a loser.
Being a loser? Crazy. That's a little rough. That's a little rough.
He said he wouldn't be offended, so we could give it to him.
All right. If he's not going to be offended, then let's do it.
Who's gonna go first?
You go, Nick.
You brought it up.
Oh, shit. Wait, we need to introduce our fourth member of the party.
The crack pipe?
Oh my God. This is something Nick brought in. This is the Nic Long special.
Put it on the table. You know.
We're bringing it live. Here we go.
Bring it live. All right, this is for the square up. A little bit of courage for the square up.
For the record, it's not
This
what it
is not
looks like.
long. We will not be smoking out of this. At least not tonight. So let's just go ahead and tequila that.
You got to pull the cork out. There you go.
Yeah. There we go.
And we have a live water fountain.
As long as it's not a live spigot, that's all I care about.
It's going to be a couple more weeks for that one, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Barry Nobles, huh?
All righty.
Freaking there. Show that one. What brand is that?
What's getting wobbly?
So you actually can't see me anymore, so I'm off the show.
Just didn't know this.
Tequila bottle's going to take over from here.
Please. All right. So Barry Nobles selling to kids that you don't have to be a winner.
That booze fountain is awesome.
Man, you know what I'm trying to talk about to y'all kids and y'all parents? You don't have to win to be liked. You can be out there, you can take some photographs and photo pictures and sell it to everyone and just be good at what you want to be good at. You just be yourself and then you make money. It's crazy. But you do you.
It's crazy.
Do you, Barry? Do you?
Man,
all right, am I up?
If you want.
All right. Hey, yo, man, I'm Barry Nobles. I'm from Alabama. Hey, go Alabama Slammer. Check out my Instagram, Barry Nobles 95, and take some photos, man. Do some backflips. Gonna do sick stuff. Work on motorcycle, man. Gonna be real great. I raced bike one long time ago. But daggone, man.
Daggone, man.
Barry Nobles 95.
Check Instagram.
Check my Instagram.
I'm Barry Nobles, Alabama. I'm here to tell you guys, I rode for Claiborne for years. I made a ton of cash, and you don't have to be good. You don't have to win nothing to make money. I met this chick down in Australia, Caroline. I know her dad real good. We got a house now, and I mean, I'm killing it. I'm straight killing it. I got the drone. I got the GoPro camera. We're filming everything. I chuck it on the old gram. I get a few extra followers. I send it into the TV studios. They send the cash right on out. That's all you gotta do.
Living the ride, baby. Living the ride.
Living the ride. There you go, man.
All right.
That was good. That was real good.
That was Barry approved too. We can't even get beat up for that one.
No.
He asked for it.
Thanks, Barry. Thanks for allowing us that. You want to open up the phone lines?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Voicemails first.
Yeah, you want to open up the lines so people.
Tori, you want back in?
Here's the number. Here's the number if you guys want to start calling in. Do we have any voicemails?
Yeah, we got 3.
We got 3 voicemails. We're going to shut that number off there. Take a peek at the number.
We had one here for you, Tory, so listen up while you're over there.
Oh, let's hear it.
It's from, I think it's Brandon Arnold up in...
A square up or a voicemail?
No, voicemail.
Squirps are done. We only do one now.
Only do one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just do one.
Pissed?
Well, we need to save some because we're either going to get beat up or run out of
ideas by show 18.
It's taken a while to load the old phone. I'm on 3%, so that could be a problem.
G'day, Sam and boys. Brendan Arnold calling from Toronto. Just thought since Tori's on your show tonight, I'll bring up some pro purse payout stuff. Trent Jones commented $200, I think, for 8th place on the weekend, and just thought I'd let you boys know that 3rd place in Junior Devo last week at the Canada Cup was the same. Some shit's got to change. See you, boys.
Great point.
Yeah, so I actually text Trent about that. So once he got the payout, once they took out his taxes and he took out his entry fees, he profited a whopping $24 from making the main.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Hey, get a Social Security, bro.
The payout's the same as ABA races.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go to Canada.
Killing it.
But is it Canadian dollar?
Yeah, do they pay you in loonies?
Pay
in loonies and toonies, though?
Yeah, just straight loonies. It goes to briefcase.
Dang.
Put the number back on the screen. People are asking.
All right, there we go. There's the number.
Hey, y'all. This is Buddy. How
Oh, God.
Happy New Year.
Can't understand her. You got to repeat it.
What is this? It's Happy Labor Day. Labor Day. Earl's been out there working. He's been plowing that field today. And we just want to wish you all a happy Labor Day. How about our personal life? Oh, Okay, so Earl is a veteran. He's been a veteran, so we want to thank all.
Hey man, nobody's gonna be able to hear that.
Earl, I'm trying to let them know that we are giving tribute.
I can't even hear it.
The veterans of the world. So let's wish them all happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day.
Sounds like a great Southern gal.
Yeah.
Is that Betty?
Yeah, Betty.
She got to speak up though, man. We couldn't even hear it.
I find that interesting.
What?
Someone's not here, and Betty called in.
Yeah, she
Well,
called
Betty
in,
called when.
Betty called in last week when
Yeah.
she was here.
Was it a voicemail?
The point finger, damn it!
Yeah.
That's my woman, alright?
We got
Phone lines
another
are open.
We got another voicemail. You said there was 3.
That was just that one. One of them was a
gentleman in the
dud.
parking lot at Louisville that said he wanted to call in. When I was pulling out of there to the
Well, what?
airport,
Well.
he offered me coconut water.
Is that before or after the kid turned you down for the number plate?
After.
Why don't you call him and tell him to call in?
Where's he at on the chat room, damn it?
I don't even know who it is.
Me neither.
Phone lines are open. That someone said Gary Ellis is trying to call in. That'd be badass.
I've never heard his voice before. I think he quit the same year I started racing.
That'd be badass if Gary Ellis
I want
called
to hear the lumberjack.
in. I want to hear the
I just watched a
lumberjack
video
too.
of him today from Reno. Turks that passed his ass.
Well,
we need to call Charles Townsend.
yeah, nobody's.
I had his number, but I got a new phone and don't have it anymore.
Well, maybe that might be a wrap for episode 15.
I'm waiting for Gary Ellis to call in.
Nobody's.
Jay wants to be on too.
Who does?
Jay.
Oh, we got a
It's
call.
Gary
It's
Ellis.
gonna be Gary.
This is a call for.
Hello, Cafe Willoughby.
Oh, they hung up.
Ah, what a dog.
Bummer.
That was for sure, Gary.
Looks like Pistol Pete wanted to call in. We got everybody wanting to call in. We need to call Rail the Berm. They called us once and ordered some.
Call Vic Beam.
Phone call was bullshit.
They wanted some pizzas. Was that it?
Let's put a fork in their phone call.
We already did one episode there.
Nick, jump on too. Finish up with everybody on.
Put a fork in the chat room because it's flat.
Yeah.
Hey, where is it?
Chat
Where's
room's
Herman?
flat. Phone calls are flat.
Hit some sound drops. We never do that anymore. Just play
That's because
some.
you need to
Just
get.
fire them out.
Yeah, just fire a bunch out.
Alrighty then.
Let us know if you can guess who these are.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
I'm taking home and you're moving back to Latvia to train for Olympic.
We got plenty of good sound bites for y'all.
Honestly, I don't really care. I'm not up for any title.
Spice him up a little
Bring
bit.
him in studio.
See if he's still sober.
Yeah.
He's still so.
We got too many good ones. Too many good sound bites. All right, fellas. We're losing people.
Alright,
It's time to call it a wrap.
Just play my video today I posted today and see if anybody has any thoughts.
Your video was hilarious, by the way. Your video was
I
hilarious.
should have downloaded it.
If you would have sent it to me, I would have done it. All right, guys.
Ah.
Oh, Saved by the Bell.
I can send it to you.
This is a call for.
Hello.
Hey Sam, this is Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Hey, me and my mom have a question for Nick.
Oh.
Yep.
Hello.
Hey Nick.
Hi.
Me and my mom have a question for you.
Let's see if I got an answer.
Nick, I was gonna say, why don't you guys talk about the Florida series, the SSA, and their Pro Purse and series that they have.
I think that's awesome. It's great what they do.
It is awesome. I mean, the only reason I guess we don't talk about it much is because we're living in California. I've done a few of them, and I love racing them. But
State the obvious.
I just took my girlfriend out of Florida and brought her here, so I'm already traveling a bunch.
We're friends with Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great what they do.
No, it is great, and Tyler and his dad do a huge big effort over there. Tyler Farrow,
the Farrow series.
And, it is awesome. It's awesome being a part of it, even though somehow Tyler beats me every time I race him there.
Hello, Cafe Willoughby.
You don't.
And they hung up on you. Sam just hung up on somebody, and then
I tried
they
to
hung up on
I was
you.
gonna hold the line and then come up.
Come on, Ellis.
Hello, Cafe Willoughby.
You're
Hang on.
killing it. It's working great.
Hello.
Hello. No, that's why they keep hanging up.
Dogs.
They're talking and you're not answering.
I'm talking.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, we're going off though.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing there, Tammy?
Oh.
Doing good. Who's this?
I just want to call in and say I miss y'all. How have you been?
We're being good.
Everybody.
You should check the show on Mondays. We're here every Monday.
I left y'all a voicemail and said how you doing, but she couldn't hear it all, so I figured I'd give y'all a call.
Yeah. Thanks for calling.
Why do you look so distraught over there?
I have no idea what she's saying.
Distraught or strong?
How's the boys doing? Y'all look great online.
I have no idea what she's saying.
Quite on the set.
She said, "Why do you look distraught?"
Because I didn't know what she was saying. Couldn't understand you.
What can we do for you tonight?
Do I need to speak a little bit slower for you, Tyler?
You need to enunciate your words. There you go.
Damn red button.
Did you hang up on her again? Dang. On purpose or accident?
We got to actually announce that. So I got to bring that up. The Adelaide.
Oh yeah. There's one more thing that we got to talk about. This one's actually pretty cool.
Let me bring up the notes.
Sam knows some more info on this. So before we end the show, we got some big news going down in Radelaide.
All right. So my hometown back in Adelaide, Radelaide. They do a little event every year, which is raises money for Canteen, which is a cancer foundation in Australia. So this year they're doing I believe it's like a dinner, and it's going to be a night with Eddie Fiola and Billy Allen. So it's going to be at the Regency Tavern in Regency Park in Adelaide. So you guys can... What do we got here? You
got Crew Jones going.
Crew Jones is going. Yeah.
You're going to be talking about Hill Track.
It's basically a pretty cool throwback old school deal with some legends of the sport. So for more details, you can email radelaidebmx@gmail.com and get involved either by, I think you can donate stuff, money, prizes, whatever.
Essentially, we're sponsoring.
Or you can go there. So it's in Radelaide. So any of our US listeners that want to fly down to Radelaide.
So it's a pretty cool event. It all goes to charity to help out, help cancer, help cure.
Post a link? Post a link up?
Yeah, we could probably post a link up on this somewhere. We'll
probably be a good thing.
We'll throw a photo, a link up. We could do that. Eddie Fiola, freestyle legend, going to be there. Crew Jones, he's going to be there talking about.
So it's a dinner and then just basically speeches, hang out with old legends. And
so it's going to be like a Hall of Fame dinner.
Hall of Fame, yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
Open bar. I'm really hoping I make it to the Hall of Fame because I'm starting my speech now. It is going to be the biggest waste of time, and everybody's going to love it.
You're going to go through your whole career like Jackal?
The whole thing.
Like Jackal.
So that brings me to 1992.
Race 3. It was a really good day out at Kearney.
So that was the end of my pro career. Then I turned to vet.
Now let me tell you about that.
Amen, brother. Amen. Let me tell you about it.
Fuck, I'm getting pretty close.
All right.
No, you're not. You still got plenty of years. So check out the Radelaide stuff. We'll post up the link. That's going to be pretty cool. Thanks for joining in, fellas.
When's the Pro-Am There's another Pro-Am in Bakersfield?
No, there's not.
I think they are doing a Pro-Am Thursday night.
Oh, they are?
Oh, there is, huh?
Okay, so...
Rumor mill. We'll talk about that next Monday.
But it's just the fall nationals. It's not a pro-am unless they do something extra. It's pro open.
I think but Thursday. I think it would be Thursday night.
Yeah.
I think it would be something separate that maybe the track puts on.
Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. More power to them. Right on.
Rock on, brother.
Rock on. All right, we're gonna go eat some dinner. Shaz's been cooking up.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready to go. See you guys. See you guys next Monday.
I'm gonna be calling in, but I'll.
Where are you going?
Yeah, where are you going?
I'm getting dragged to a wedding on Saturday. Well, the wedding's on
yours. The show's on Monday.
Out, there's a twist. The wedding's in Tulsa, downtown. So guess where I'm going Saturday night? The Max.
You scared Mila so bad right then.
I'm going to the Max.
You scared Tulsa right then.
I'm dragging a bunch of normal folk to the Max.
All right.
Let's do a live feed.
Live feed from the Max.
Live.
All right, y'all. That's it for the night. We'll see you guys next Monday. See you later.